everybody. It's late. I gotta go pack. It's late and I have to go pack, but before I go pack, here I'm gonna give you a little first to talk to you about today. Because I had all kinds of big talk yesterday about this carb-free thing, and today just like completely went off the rails. Not completely off the rails, but it was off the rails enough for me that it was off the rails. Hey Jennifer. But here's what I want to tell you about going off the rails, is that going off the rails doesn't mean the train is wrecked. So here's what happened. So woke up just like any other morning, maybe a little late. Miss B got up kind of early herself, so that threw a wrench in my works right off the bat. But Friday, it's okay. Friday's my home day. So I was like, whatever, I'll just work out later. Ben and I went on to have a fantastic day. We had a great lunch. I even managed to eat lunch out with great success at Cafe Rio. Just had like a fantastic salad. Hey Marcia. So yeah, it was like a great day. And then we came home from our errands and adventures and stuff, Ben and I. Hey Kirsten, and then Kristen, and then I went to work out. Right, today's the last day of my program. It's the last cardio day. So I was not super excited about it, to tell you the truth. I was not excited about cardio, but that's okay. I did it anyway. I was like, press play, did it anyway. Ben was psyched to do it with me, and like not even 5 minutes into it, I totally pulled a glute, which does not feel good, I'm here to tell you. I switched programs to do something low impact, and I managed to at least get in a workout, but it was not the workout that I wanted. It was not the workout for my program. And I think that was like the beginning of sort of going, like, that's when things started to like take a turn, right? And maybe go a little off the rails. So then afterwards, we had a going away / birthday party to go to at inconveniently located at a brewery that does not serve anything but beer, and it has no food. Like packed up a hastily packed dinner for mostly for the kids, but it was like good things that I could also snack on. Like nutrition was fine except for the beer and whatever I sipped of Ted's beer. So that, that's not carb-free. It was not even gluten-free. And I realized, like 2020, so I'm realizing now in 2020 hindsight, that for me, part of going off the rails today was about negotiation. So something that hey Krista, hey Christy, hey Kat, something that I often tell my challengers is that just stop negotiating. Like, stop negotiating with yourself. You are a person, I tell them, like, you are a person who works out every day. You are a person who eats clean. You are a person who checks in with your accountability group. Hey, Kristen. And like when you decide those things, I am a person who exercises every day. I'm a person who eats clean. I am a person who checks in with my accountability group every day. Then you can stop negotiating about those things, right? Those are just your given. Hey, Christina. Like if those are just your givens, then you can just stop negotiating about them. And I think what happened to me is like when that injury happened, I started negotiating. I started negotiating everything else that came in the day. Like I started negotiating working out, like right in that moment. Hey Jess, like should I keep working out? Should I do another program? Should I just stop? Should I, start a new program and then it was still hurting? Should I stop this program? So it was like I started that negotiation process. Hey Lisa. So it was just like that's when I started going off the rails. And so then it became like, and that negotiation about do I work out or how do I work out with this injury started turning into, do I eat? How do I eat? Do I bother eating according to plan, or should I just go ahead and have this beer, which I decided to do. And yeah, negotiation. When you start negotiating with yourself about the things that are your hard line, that's when it's going to start to go off the rails, which I knew, which I absolutely sort of preach was not following my own advice today. But here's why going off the rails is also not going to wreck the train. I'm the train in this analogy. So I'm not going to be a wreck about this. I have decided that I'm not going to be a wreck about this. So the don't negotiate with yourself thing is not an original idea. That's actually Jen Sincero's idea. You are a badass, or since you're reading it backwards, like, wah, sabad. You are a badass. I strongly encourage you to read it. Jen Sincero, there she is on the back. She's so cute. And she is a badass. And I read this book and felt like quite a bit more of a badass. The ladies in the July support community have also been reading this book. And so Jen is Jen's where I got the don't negotiate with yourself about the givens. Hey, Kate. Yes, that's exactly it, Kristen. That's exactly it. Like, wake up in the morning, do I need it? Yes, like yes, these are your givens. If you have your givens, you just do them, you stop negotiating, you stop thinking, like, do I need to work out today? Do I need to eat clean today? Do I need to do this? Yes, you are a person who works out. You are a person who eats clean. Yes, you do those things. Hey, Jessica. And so one of the other things that she writes in the book, I'm not going to bother reading it to you, but I'll read you the headline. Forgive yourself. Yes, right? Like that's so obvious. It's like, do I really need to go back to this book and read it? But you know what? Sometimes I do. Hey, Brian. So yes, sometimes I do need to go back and remind myself. This is the one part I'll read to you, because this is the part that I had to read 5 times tonight after I put the kids to bed to remind myself that it's all going to be okay, that going off the rails, hey Leah, that going off the rails does not mean that the train is wrecked. Holding on to bad feelings about this being the fact that I didn't do the workout that I wanted to because I had an injury, and that my nutrition was a little off today, right? Like I had some carbs. So my carb-free week is not quite free. Holding on to the bad feelings about doing this is doing nothing but harming me, and it's preventing me from enjoying my life fully. I am an awesome person. She wrote it. I choose to enjoy my life. I choose to let this go. I choose to enjoy my life. I choose to let this go. Hey, Brock. And so in this moment, I am choosing to let go of that beer. I did enjoy it. So yeah, it was enjoyable and I did enjoy it, and I am choosing to let it go. And so just because today went off the rails with an injury and a beer does not mean that the train is wrecked. So somehow tomorrow, I'm going to figure out how to do that last 45 minutes of strength on one leg, if that's what it takes. And we are traveling all day with the kids, a flight with a layover, and I'm packing all the food in the world. You can do that, they have restrictions on liquids, but not on foods. So I'm going to pack a bunch of healthy stuff, and I'm choosing to climb back on the rails. The train is not wrecked because of one injury and one beer, and one kind of off day. So I guess my message to you is, you can do hard things, and when you do them with grace and forgiveness for yourself, because if it doesn't go perfect, it's okay, right? Forgive yourself and move on to the next moment and the next day. And that's what I'm going to try to do. All right. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Brooke. Thanks, everybody. Have a good night.